Hello, Lakers fans. This is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by two of my prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray and Jason Big Mitch Mitchell. Gowers is not with us right now. He may join us in progress. I don't know. So obviously, yesterday was Lakers Media Day. Today was the first day of training camp. So the JJ Redick era begins. And we're going to get into all that. We're going to pay particular attention to D'Angelo Russell and some things that he had to say yesterday. Uh, we're going to get into, we're going to talk about the Karl Anthony Towns for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo trade that happened between the Knicks and the Timberwolves and what that means for both teams. We're going to get into the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. You see Shane's, even though Dikembe is misspelled. But, Dikembe Mutombo died. John, John
It wasn't
Amos
needed, but go ahead.
John Amos died. Pete Rose died. So we've had some deaths with beloved people recently. Um, then there's what else? Shoot, NFL. The Vikings are 4-0. The Cowboys are 2-2. So yeah, we'll get into all that. But we're going to start with the Lakers. Um, you know, uh, it's here. The JJ Redick era, as I said. Today was the first day of training camp. Yesterday was media day. Um, I guess I'll start with Shane. Um, Shane, as we embark on a new era with the Lakers, um, just as far as having a new head coach and that whole thing. Uh, how you feeling? What I know. You guys want to talk about D'Angelo and what he had to say yesterday. Of course, LeBron and Bronny being up there. Uh, I watched the I watched the coverage of media day on Spectrum from the opening, and they had a nice little intro with Big Game James, and it leads right into LeBron sitting up there with Jeter, and that's how you say it, right? Jeter and the lady and
Peter.
Big Game. It's Geeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Geeter, Big Game, and is it Allie
Allie
LaForge still?
Clifton.
Allie Clifton.
Allie Clifton.
Right. And so they were up there, and as soon as the show starts, LeBron is on.
So, so yeah, I would say there's a lot of positives. Um, good energy. JJ seems matter of factly. Um, I think apology was needed in D'Lo's case, but I understand what he was doing with that, considering the history behind the team, behind the scenes with him, and the media and all the trade rumors and all that. I also appreciate what he did coming at the media and Laker Nation and let Trevor feel that a little bit, and Trevor did feel it. Um,
Explain yourself.
so there was an extended version of the press conference or media day after Spectrum went off, and Laker
Mm-hmm.
Nation aired it, and he was basically D'Lo was basically explaining that he appreciate JJ Redick saying he's going to help him have a career year because he doesn't get a lot of pleasant things said about him. And somebody in the media asked him to elaborate. He was like, I think you know what I mean. And he said, sarcastically, Laker Nation loves me.
Mm-hmm.
So to the point where Trevor took that as, whoa, was that a shot at the fans or was that a shot at Lakers Nation? And he kept mentioning like 2 or 3 times after that. So I appreciate that guy needed to be said. It should have been said a long time ago. Um, it seemed like Christian Wood is ahead of schedule and may be back soon. Um, Vando had a little bit of a better demeanor about him at the off when we got off Spectrum, but I still don't like the way he looking. I feel like something's up with him. I feel like he's gonna be out longer than what they expecting, and because of that, he's down. So that's the only negative I see. But overall, I thought it was positive. JJ said today he's looking at a 9-man rotation, which may surprise Jason. But and back in the day, I would have fought that, but I'm good with it now. So 9-man rotation practice seemed like a good practice. First day coming in, so looking forward to see what JJ does and what the team does.
Uh, 9, 10 man rotation makes complete sense in the regular season because you want to obviously you want to win, but you also want to preserve your big guns for when it really counts, what we really judge the Lakers on, which is the postseason. Our second best player is going to be 40 years old, so going a little deep into the bench, is a good thing. So if JJ can get this team to really, uh, you know, rally around LeBron, not really make him have to score 25, 26, 28 a game, that's a great thing. Especially during the regular season. We need LeBron more in the postseason, obviously. We need him to have all the gas that he can have, especially being 40. He'll be 40 in the playoffs. And coming off, I mean, he's going to be 40 and he's coming off playing in the Summer Olympics. So, yeah, having a little bit of a deeper rotation throughout the regular season is going to be a great thing. We need all of Anthony Davis. Um, so, and he's also coming off playing in the Summer Olympics. Um, JJ should be good. I mean, media day, you don't normally get to learn too much. It's just kind of exciting seeing all the players in uniform and everything like that. This is the first time we're back. We finally get to see them. Everybody tells us about their summer and what they did. Everybody put on muscle. Everybody's been in the gym. So, nothing too surprising there. I think outside of D'Angelo, the other mildly interesting tidbit from Media Day was Christian Wood saying that basically it sounds like he's got somewhat of a green light
Mm-hmm.
from JJ Redick. Christian Wood said that JJ specifically told him, he wants him to take advantage when he has mismatches. If he has a big out in space, take him off the dribble. If he has a little man on him, take him in the post. And Christian, he seemed excited about it. He said it's more of how he was playing in Houston. So that's shut up you, shut up you.
Okay.
So I, I mean, it's funny, right? But I mean, I do with the way that JJ Redick wants to play. I think Christian Wood's going to be a big part of it. And so far, from what the so specifically from what a guy like Christian Wood has said and what D'Angelo has said, it really seems like JJ Redick has come in and he's tried to really empower the players and really give them that boost of self-esteem that maybe necessarily was not happening towards the end of Darvin Ham's tenure as the Lakers coach. I feel like to be fair, I feel like Darvin Ham came in that way. I feel like he came in trying to empower the players, but kind of towards the end of his tenure here, it kind of is what it is, and maybe just kind of the way he approached certain players wasn't necessarily empowering. So this is a good change of pace for the players. If I'm sure for them, it probably feels like a breath of fresh air. It feels like their coach is really on their side. And I forgot who said it, but it's just like, I mean, or I think maybe Big Game asked JJ, but I mean, we got to remember JJ just stopped playing, so he's going to communicate differently with players. So that's going to be interesting, something to monitor throughout the season. Something else mildly interesting is Jalen Hood-Schifino saying that he is 100% healthy, and he's looking to really show what he can do this season. I would love to see it.
The only positive thing
Also,
about
he got time with the starters today, first day of practice, so that's a good start.
the only positive thing about the Lakers off season. Otherwise, what is there to talk about?
I was gonna say that, like, listen, the starters have already been announced, so let's just get that out the way.
Oh yeah, starters have been
Right.
announced, but the fact he's getting time.
So the fact that he got time with the starters don't mean dick to me, honestly.
Of course, it don't mean nothing to you. He already don't like him. So what's the?
If you let me finish what I was gonna say,
Hey, Shane?
what I need to see from him is that I need to see something in the preseason, right? Because
Okay.
that's gonna be where that's where he's gonna see the most minutes. That's where he's gonna get a chance to truly like prove himself.
Right.
That's gonna be his moment, because obviously we know what happened. He didn't get to play in the summer league, so I need to see something. And you guys are like stark raving on this kid, so
We're high on him, Jay.
let's be honest. You guys are high on him, right? But let's be honest. He didn't have the greatest rookie season.
He's 19. You already like that on him.
Look,
oh
man,
my gosh.
Not everybody can,
It's-
Jason. Not everybody can be the kid from Alabama who's supposed to be in high school right now.
Yeah. But let's be honest.
Not everybody can be that.
See,
No
you're
matter
looking
what
at
happens,
the missed
no
shots.
matter-
I'm looking
listen,
at what he
listen,
did in his time.
Hold on. No
Hey,
matter
Jason,
what
can I tell
happened,
you this?
you can't dispute he didn't have the greatest rookie season. That's not your fault. It's not my fault, and it's not. Maybe it's not even his fault, right? He wasn't healthy.
I mean, he admitted he was nervous.
My gosh, let me finish. So listen, like preseason, let's see what's up. He'll get a chance to, truly, get some work in. Now on to the truly interesting thing, which from Media Day, which was D'Angelo. His apology to the fans for not being as professional as he could have been for the entire season. I too do not.
Do we really need another
necessarily-
apology, Jason, from an unprofessional, immature motherfucker? We already know. I don't want no
Well,
apology from him.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that I don't necessarily think he needed to.
Who else you gonna get an
apologize.
apology from?
But hold on, hey, doggone it, you had your turn. Listen, he didn't. I don't feel like he needed to apologize to the fans or anything like that. But the fact that he did take the time to like apologize and like acknowledge publicly that maybe he wasn't as professional as he could have been, and that maybe
fuck
he was
that,
like a
Jason. Fuck
distraction.
that, man. We
Hold
don't
on.
we don't need
If
anything
that
less
shows
from that guy like that.
that to me shows growth and maturity.
What? Growth and maturity? Bro, we don't need anything. How about you fucking step up
D'Angelo
when the
Russell
time counts?
at
Step up in
19,
the
20,
playoffs, D'Angelo.
25,
I don't want to hear none of that growth shit.
he wasn't going to be doing anything like that.
Hey,
So the
let me
fact
tell
that
you, growth doesn't bring us a fucking ring, D'Angelo. God damn it, numbers do.
It's not going to take just D'Angelo to get a
because
ring.
maturing as a player. Hold on, listen.
You can mature all you want to. If you ain't putting up the numbers, you ain't putting up the numbers.
So anyway. So listen, growth and maturity as a player, because famously, young players in this league do not win right? So like, growth and maturity as a player,
Thank you. Oh,
that's a big thing, like so.
like we.
I think it was a good, a good gesture, and I think it's a sign of things to come. I feel like, so I feel
Oh
like how
Lord.
it'll translate onto the court
Don't
is that
stretch.
maybe, he won't,
Don't.
he's gonna, mentally he's gonna stay in the game. Meaning like, I don't expect to see, him putting up 0 points in a playoff game this season. That's where I feel like growth and maturity as a player will translate on the court. And that's what I was gonna say.
Well,
Other
not with
than
him.
that, I
Not with him,
mean,
Jay.
there's
Not
nothing
with
else.
him.
And how would you know?
There's nothing else.
Not with him.
There's
I'm
nothing
gonna
else
tell you
really.
why. I'm gonna tell you why I
There's
know how I
nothing
know
else.
it's not
There's
with
nothing
him.
else really, for training camp that really kind of stood out. It was just a cool moment having Bron and Bronny up there. That was really cool. Oh, and Lay Cap was at it again. Now listen. Now LeBron told a story about how at 5 years old he knew that Bronny was going, be
Oh
special
my
and blah
God.
blah 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 blah. Listen, Lay Cap, I'm not gonna let you do this season. I'm sure, the day he was born, you believe he was going to be special and in your heart and everything like that. But listen, I'm not gonna let you do this. Talking about you saw Bronny go coast to coast, and you knew from that moment on, he was, he's going to be special. Stop it! Don't do
Where's
that.
the lie though? He's in the league, right?
So you telling me you think at 5 years old, LeBron looked at Bronny and was like, "Yeah, mm-hmm." I think
That's
it's
possible,
revision. I
dog.
think it's
There's
revisionist
kids
history.
that are singers
I
that
think
were
it's
singing at
revisionist
3. So
history,
come
just
on now.
like
Don't even.
LeBron was talking about the day of Kobe's 81-point game that he was going to put up 70. I don't believe it. I don't believe
Okay,
you,
don't believe it
LeBron.
then. But
I
there's
don't
shit
believe
that
you,
happens when you see a kid.
LeBron. Please come with receipts. Come with those
Receipts, my
receipts,
ass.
and
You don't
then
need
I'm gonna
receipts to
believe
show
you.
you.
Huh?
You don't need to show you any receipts.
Shut up. You are so dumb because listen,
I'm
obviously
dumb.
obviously Bronny is in the league. So obviously, yes, LeBron at some point in his life realized that Bronny was going to be a special player. Do I believe it was at 5 years old? No, I do not.
It's possible.
Besides him having his
Let's move on.
blood, that's it.
Let's
He
move
just
on.
had it. He just had his
Let's
blood.
move
Like
on.
there's singers that became singers
Jason,
that was
Jason,
singing at 3.
Jason,
So
Jason.
don't.
LeBron wasn't
We're
thinking.
not talking about those people. We're talking about
LeBron
LeBron and
wasn't
we're talking about
thinking.
Bronny.
LeBron wasn't
You just want
thinking
to knock
about.
Bronny. All right.
Bro, LeBron
How am
wasn't
I
thinking about
knocking
his
Bronny?
son.
Explain
Jason,
that.
Jason.
How
LeBron
am I
wasn't
knocking
It's
thinking
him?
about
possible
his son.
he could have saw something special in him as a player at 5 years old.
Bro, do you
Like
understand?
there's
LeBron was
things you
still
see in
trying to be
kids that are special.
Shane. You
That's why you
sound
gotta
fucking
nurture
dumb.
it.
Shane, you
Bro,
sound so straight. Stop
bro, come
stretching
on.
shit, my nigga. Stop stretching
Come
stuff, bro.
Stop being so
Because
negative. I won't be stressing.
because
How about that
because
one?
you stretching it
Negative ass
What's
because
Nancy.
negative about
you
that?
you stretching
His
it
son
I
is
ain't talking to
because
you. I'm talking
his
about
son
him.
is
when
literally in the
bro
You come
NBA.
in with the
Jason
negative shit.
Jason, what the
What's
fuck was
negative
LeBron
about that?
doing? What was LeBron
I don't
doing
think
when
he
Bronny was
realized it at
5?
5 years
Can y'all
old.
answer
I
me
really
that?
don't. I'm
Can
sorry
y'all
to tell
answer
you.
me that? Because
There's
we talking
things you
about
realize in
nonsense.
kids early.
We talking about nonsense right now. Can somebody answer me this? What was
Nonsense
LeBron
to
James
you, my
doing?
nigga.
What was LeBron James doing when his son was 5? What was he doing when his son was 5?
Hooping.
Can anybody answer that?
He was
Like
hooping.
he was trying to become the best player in the league. No, he wasn't thinking about if his son was going to be the next great. He wasn't even the fucking best player in the league yet. Like, come on
First
with
of all,
this.
he even said
What are
it's
we
gonna be the
talking
next
about here,
great. He said
Shane?
it's gonna be
We're talking
special.
about complete fucking buffoonery right now. LeBron
To
wasn't
you, my
thinking about
nigga.
his son being the next great when he was trying to be the fucking next great. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we
First of all, he didn't
talking
say
about here?
great. He said special.
It's the same fucking
No, it's
thing,
not.
Shane. Special, great. What the fuck? It's an
No, it's not.
adjective. It's an adjective. Yes, it is. It's an
No, it's not.
adjective, my nigga. Special and great. Two adjectives, dog, that you can
Bro, just go
sum
ahead,
up.
dog.
Come on, bro. Lo, I can tell you this, Shane. He was not thinking about his son being the next great because he was trying to be the next great.
All right, look.
Moving
He
on.
did say LeBron did say that. I mean, if he's lying, he even brought Savannah into it because he said he told Savannah about it back then, And
I
then
need
later on, he
Savannah to
said,
come out and back up her man.
Man, bro, come on, bro. Like you
I
know,
mean, you already showed the video, so
LeBron is
so you gonna
trying to
call that
be
cap?
LeBron's trying to take a page out of Jerry Jones' book, and he's trying to fucking make his son as relevant and keep his son in our mouths as much as we can because his son
Oh my
is just a
God, bro.
mediocre player right now. So I mean, there's nothing
wait, Shane.
wrong with the PR move from LeBron. I'm not mad at that. I mean, goddamn, the Cowboys are a fucking mediocre team, but some fucking reason, whether the fuck we win or lose, we're always being talked about. Thanks a lot, Jerry Jones. I wish you'd keep our names out your fucking mouth so people wouldn't talk about us so much. We wouldn't be in the spotlight so much. So I'm not mad that LeBron is doing this. It's just like I'm not being fooled. Are you fooled about the Cowboys, Jason? When Jerry
Nigga, you
Jones
need a
comes out
blunt
on
or
the podium
something,
every
man. Like,
week,
get
when he
some,
comes out
get
on the
some head or
podium
something.
every fucking week,
One.
when Jerry Jones comes out on the podium every week talking about how great the Cowboys are you fooled about that, Jay?
Never.
Okay, so I'm not fooled that this man LeBron honestly thinks his son's going to be the next fucking great. That's
Oh my
fucking
God, bro.
buffoonery.
He
Can
did
we
not
move
say
on,
that.
Wait a
please?
second.
Can we move on?
Shane, you said there was a video of that backed up what LeBron said?
In terms of her Savannah playing the video game, that's what I was talking about.
That's two different things.
But nobody would
He had
honestly
mentioned
know
it. That's
whether
what I
he
was talking
really
about.
feels
Yeah.
that way.
Go
Everybody
ahead with
wants to.
negative rant.
Everybody wants to feel good about their kid being the next great or something, but I mean, yeah, I'm
And
All right, look.
leave it to Beetle to bring you down.
not bringing anything down. It's just like, come on, what are we talking about here?
Look. Okay. Look, let's stop rambling.
Listen, I'll say this. We're just on the last thing, right?
You should have
Maybe,
asked this question, Jason.
maybe,
Will LeBron's son ever
maybe
help the Lakers
LeBron
bring a
did look at
championship?
Bronny at 5 years old, and he's like, okay, this kid can
Shane,
be special. This kid is special, right?
It's possible.
Maybe he
I'm
did.
saying not likely, but
Shane,
possible.
But I
do you think
in
LeBron's
reality,
son?
LeBron did not realize that Bronny was going to be truly special playing basketball until maybe like I would say maybe like eighth grade or anything like or something like that, or way later,
I
where
mean,
he
that's
could
possible
actually
too, but
when he could actually
it's not
when he could
impossible to see it
actually
at
hoop.
5. That's what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm calling cap on. Like I don't
It's not
believe that
impossible
I
to see
don't
it at 5. Like
what
I
huh?
said, it's not impossible not to see it at 5.
I think that LeBron, if he actually said that, he's looking through the lenses of a father, of a proud father. I
Yeah,
don't
I
believe at
agree.
5 he was like, this kid's going to the NBA. This kid's going to be special. I don't
Right,
think
But
right.
he's looking at it in the lens of an
being a
NBA
proud father.
veteran, not as a regular father.
He's
So
looking.
if you was a
Listen,
regular father, you can say that. But
at the
there's
end of
somebody
the
who's been
day
in the
though,
league.
at
Shane,
the end
as
of
of
the
right
day though,
now,
that's his firstborn son. Like,
Bronny couldn't help us win a fucking playoff game. Okay,
well, I mean,
How do
we
you
just
that's
know
leave it
that's
that?
alone. Can we
How
leave
do
it
you know
alone?
that?
I said right now,
Again,
as
you
his
don't know
game
that.
is constructed, right now,
Again,
as
you
his.
don't know that.
What are you talking about? I don't know that.
No, you
I
don't
said
know that. He ain't played
if
a
the play,
fucking NBA
bro,
game yet.
Shane. Come on, man.
So just go on with your
Come on,
negative
man.
shit.
Come on, man.
Go on. Go
Look.
on.
I
Go on. Go
try
on.
to be cool
Go on, my
about
nigga. Let's
Hood
move on. Let's
Shafino.
move on. I'm tired of the
I
negative
try to be
bullshit you
cool
trying to
about
bring in.
Hood
Move on.
Shafino as
Move
much
the
as I
fuck on,
can.
dog.
I
You
try to
already
be
fucked up
cool.
the energy, man.
I try to be cool about Hood Shafino as much as I can. Okay, I agree with you on that. We love this guy. We're hoping he's the next good for us. But LeBron James' son right now cannot help the Lakers win a playoff fucking game, man. God damn, dog. Like the eye
Whatever,
test is the
dog.
eye
Whatever
test.
you say, bro.
Just believe,
All right.
Whatever you
bro.
say.
Shane,
Wait a
you
second. Why
trust
is
your
According to
Shane
eye
you,
so
test,
nothing
right?
gonna happen, right? According to
You
you
trust
can't
your
do
eye
shit.
test,
According
right,
to you,
Shane?
nothing good gonna happen. According to you, the
Shane, you
sky
trust
gonna
your
fall.
eye test, right?
Just
You
coming with
believe
some
in your
negative
eye test,
bullshit to
correct?
fuck up everybody's mood. Go ahead, bro.
You believe in your eye test, correct? You believe what you see, correct? I know you do,
Correct.
right? You believe what you see, and you really think LeBron James' son right now is a
look?
threat to help the players, help the Lakers get to the
Can
playoffs
he
and
play
a
a game first, bro?
championship?
Can he
Wait
Is
a
play a
that what
game
second.
you
first?
saying?
Wait, hold on a second. Because Shane said he gotta leave. He gotta be gone in like 15 minutes. So we gotta move on.
That's good.
Bronny ain't even played a game yet. We already doing this. So look. He didn't play a preseason game yet.
Poor little
So
feller.
Look.
Feller.
So, let's transition to
The fuck did he average in the summer league anyway? This man talking about he can help us win a playoff game. Man,
You know what? Y'all got it.
Come on, man.
Why, Shane?
Come on, Shane Murray. What the heck?
Bro, let him, bro, with all that sensitive shit, bro. That's sensitive, man. That's
Good
being
Lord.
sensitive, bro.
Well, what's wrong with him today?
That's being sensitive, bro. Because I
My
don't agree
goodness.
that LeBron's son can help. Do you two think that his son can help us win a championship right now? Really? Am I saying something wrong?
But
From the
why is
bench.
Shane so agitated? Like, what's the problem?
Man,
What's he doing?
the man averaged how many points did he average in the summer league so we can move on?
I don't know. He only really played well the last like 2 games, I think.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, his average was probably, low.
why? What the hell is wrong with Shane? Shane is ready to get to the club. That was his excuse.
Lord have
That was
mercy.
like Shane was like, that's like when somebody comes out and they don't feel like playing, they just pick up 2 quick technicals and to get thrown out the game. Shane said, "Man, I'm out."
I didn't feel like playing. Let me just get these texts and let me hit the showers already.
Yeah.
Funny.
I didn't mean to attack Shane, but goddamn, dog, come on with the dumb shit, man.
Look. All right, look. You want to turn your camera on?
Hell no, I'm eating.
All right. Look. So let's transition. What the hell?
Ain't nobody got time to be sensitive, man. If just because I vehemently and blatantly don't agree with you, don't hang up, bro. Just tell me fuck you and let's move on. I would have rather that.
Something else is going on for him to do that though. What else is going on between y'all?
Nothing. I just was attacking his word, and he probably wasn't feeling it. And the way that I was doubling,
defensive over Bronny. Like, I don't understand.
I was doubling and tripling down on that shit, man. Shane doesn't like that.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say anything bad about Bronny. That's the crazy part.
I did. I said the motherfucker. In other words, I said he fucking sucks right now. You can't help us do shit.
He's a young player, and like
Shane has always defended Bronny since day one.
I'm just
Shane
saying,
has been praying that Bronny gets drafted. I remember before we even drafted him, he was like, "Well, it's a possibility." Shut up.
I mean, like I don't think Dalton Connect is gonna be huge in the rotation. You know what I mean?
I don't either.
So, I feel like we have a lot of returning players that are going to be more helpful to us. Winning a championship, right? So obviously we have our starters: Bron, AD, Rui, AR, D'Lo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Behind them, the players that are going to help us most are probably going to be Christian Wood, Jax Hayes, Vando. And before Bronny or Dalton connect, we got to see what's left in Gabe Vincent's bones.
Okay.
And then there's Trash Cam Reddish ahead of him too. Then there's also Max Christie ahead. But
Jay, what if the boy Hush Shafino comes out of nowhere? Even if it's a long shot, we know that it's a long shot. What if he comes out of nowhere and performs? He's the number 1 draft pick of our team. You're gonna put Bronny over him, and this guy.
I mean, listen, anything's possible, right? But it's a long shot, and that's why we got to see, what he can even do in the preseason.
But I like his chances more than I do Bronny's. At least the kid went down to fucking went down to the West D League and put up numbers. Even though all the scorers put up numbers, he at least did it. I don't know if Bronny is putting up those type of numbers in D League. That's all I was trying to say to defend my fucking rant about him. And then Shane gets fucking sensitive. God damn.
I wish Shane was
the numbers don't lie. Anthony, how could you get mad at me if the numbers don't lie? God damn.
Because Bronny didn't sign a 2-way deal, right? But he can still report to the G League, right?
Yeah. And he said he has no problem with playing in the G League and learning from veterans and stuff like that. So he's prepared to pay his dues,
Well, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
and really quick, something else I guess mildly interesting is that I guess Dalton Connect hasn't had to sing yet. And he was like, man, I hope they don't. Listen, brother, you got to pay your dues. You're going to have to sing at some point.
He
You,
should sing some John.
you might as well get used to it.
He should sing
You're
some
going to have to
John
carry
B.
some bags. You're going to have to do some errands.
He
Like,
should,
so.
Mitch, he should sing John B. You know, they don't
They don't
know
know.
about this. Or the Tupac.
Yeah.
The Tupac one. The Tupac with John B had a moment, brother.
Man.
One of the
Yeah.
best white boys, urban singers of all, probably the best of all
Exactly.
time.
So yeah, Dalton, Mr. Connect 4. Yeah, buddy. Oh, you're going to have to sing.
Right.
You're going to have to sing somebody happy birthday, and not just once. A lot. You're going to have to sing everybody happy birthday. You're going to have to, go pick up the cake, everything. So
I agree.
I hope he gets used to the idea.
All right, look. Let's transition. Sadly, Shane Murray, we're not going to have his takes about Knicks acquiring Carl Towns for Julius Randle and Deontay DiVincenzo. So we're not going to get to see the Nova Knicks in totality, all four of them, which it would have been Dante, Brunson, Josh Hart, and Mikal Bridges, who the Knicks also acquired this offseason. So, but anyway, I mean, that's unfortunate, but there was a report that, I don't know if it was a report or rumor, that Dante wasn't really feeling that whole thing as much as the other guys were, or as much as the press would have you believe.
Right.
Because basically he was about to get, but he was starting the playoffs room. He was going to get bumped down to the bench. So now he gets to go to Minnesota, which will still be a good team. I don't think they'll be as good.
Minnesota.
And he'll get to go and, still, I guess, play more minutes. But I think for the Knicks, here's the thing about Carl Towns. The thing about Carl Towns is that, and this is how you know that he's kind of like a disappointment, because on paper, you should look at this trade and go, man, the Knicks definitely, it's like a slam dunk for the Knicks. Towns is bigger than Randall. He can shoot it better.
Yeah.
He's even a better rebounder, which I was kind of surprised. Randall's really like a 9-10 rebound a game guy, but Towns, before he started playing with Gobert, he was like an 11-12 rebound per game guy.
Right.
So he's really, I mean, he was the first overall pick. They both went to Kentucky, but Towns was the first overall pick. Randall was like the 8th pick for us.
7th, I think.
Yeah, really, yeah, 7. So like it's different caliber. Randall's a really good player, but Towns, I mean, there are people who say that Towns is the best shooting big man to ever play.
Well,
so
he was the first one to say it, but yeah.
Right. So
to ever play, or actually
That's what
to
he said.
ever actually do it in the game. Because wait a minute, remember the story that the boy Teague had on the podcast where he said, what's the brother? Collins, the OG Collins, center, tall, what's his name? Jason Collins. Teague said Jason Collins, when he was on Atlanta, came into practice and shot 40 from 3-pointer in practice. Comes back the next day in the game and don't even attempt a 3. So before Anthony starts with all of the extras, like, put some respect. Come on, Anthony. You just have the green light. At a time where what's his name was playing. Come on, centers are get benched. They shot anything outside the perimeter.
Right.
Man. Come on.
Like Shaq could shoot free throws and threes in practice.
Right.
But
right.
Numbers wise, you could back up with Towns. He's like a 40% 3-point shooter for his career, and he shoots a good share of them. So,
right.
But you look at it on paper, like I said, and it should definitely be the feeling. Everybody feels like they wanted to trade, but because Towns is like, but Monty called him and Gobert, 14 feet a sucker, right? So basically, 2 big guys. He called it tall man. Like they're tall men, not really big guys, right? So Randall is like he felt like a Knick, rugged, played hard. He felt like a New York Knick. The Knicks have, going back to Riley and even really back to the 70s, they always had a certain, that Gotham City style of play, right?
Yeah.
And so And so, but because he's basically known as being soft, you look at it and go, well, he doesn't really seem like a Knick, you know, whereas Randle did. And now you look at Minnesota, and I feel like they got a little bit worse. But Randle's still a good player. He's just not. He doesn't have the ceiling that Towns has.
Hmm.
But I'll give you guys the floor. Whoever wants to go first, and see. I think we can focus on the Knicks first. If they got better, how much they got better, how you guys are feeling about it.
Jay, I just got to ask Jay a question about Randall. Is he, for him to succeed, he has the individual talent, but for a team, to build around Jay, are those days over? Is he now like a compliment player where he is in his career? Does he even deserve, from the body of work that he's done with the Knicks, does he deserve to have another chance with another team to be the prominent star? Could he do it alone? And would he be better to have a sidekick? Now I understand that was like 10 questions in one, but kind of like give me a little general feel of about where his career is or where his career is going, and could he even lead a team to the promised land? Could he lead a team deep by himself, or does he need another 1, 2, 3 punch? Could another team build around him?
Well,
You're
he's
asking
playing
about
with that man
Julius.
now.
Yeah, you're
Huh?
asking about Julius, right?
Yeah.
Julius. Yeah, I think Julius showed that, with the Knicks, that he could be a really good number two. Like he could be a really good number two.
Okay.
Maybe like top of the league number two. You know what I mean?
I like that.
He he improved his outside shot to where he can actually hit some. Um, for a while there, I feel like he kind of fell in love too much with it, and kind of went away from the real true best part of his game, which is attacking the paint, scoring inside, being a bull in the china shop, like Stu Land said when he was a rookie. Um, yeah, he can be a really good number two. He can't. So playing, I know we are supposed to focus on the Knicks, but since we're talking about Julius, well, I guess we'll start with the Wolves, since I mean they went further anyway. So um, uh, Julius doesn't spread the floor like Cat does, for Ant, because I feel like for Ant, one of the better part of his games is attacking the rim as well.
Mhm.
So that should be interesting basketball wise. So um, it's gonna be interesting to see how they can complement each other. I feel like on paper, probably Cat's game complemented um, the Ants game a little bit more. So you know, but it'll be good to Julius he's an absolute dog, right? He's gonna go hard
All right.
the whole game. Like Antho said, like Cat has a little bit of a reputation, fair or not, for being soft. So that's not Julius. He's gonna go hard. He's gonna work hard the whole time. So um, personality wise, I think it's a great fit. Basketball wise, it's going to be interesting to see, if they'll be able to fit with each other. Because I mean, Lord knows Gobert ain't stretching no floor. The Gobert's damn near useless on offense. Not damn near. He's pretty much useless on offense. Um, and then his defense isn't even as good anymore. So, um, yeah, I think Cat played really good defense in the playoffs last season too for them. So Julius is going to have to step in and really kind of fill that in as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting in Minnesota. Maybe I don't know. I'm not too sure. Don't follow the Wolves as closely as I do their professional football team. So I don't know
Oh
if there were
Lord,
ever
it's
questions.
just come on, man,
You like
come on.
that? You like that one? So, but I don't know. But seriously, I don't know if they were like because since Cat was a number one pick, stupid. I don't know if Cat was like since Cat was a number one pick. I don't know if there were like, questions in the background of like, okay, whose team is this? So with Julius, truly being like a number two type of, player, that question should be, definitely thrown out. And like, this is definitely going to be Anthony Edwards' team, moving forward. I don't know if there were questions or not, but, especially with this trade, if there were, those questions are gone. For the Knicks, I mean, I think Cat also proved that he is more of a number two player. And I mean, Jalen Brunson he's an animal. I know one thing, Thibodeau loves to give his starters, heavy minutes. So I hope Cat's knees are ready. And I hope, because I feel like Thibodeau is the type to like shoot it to you straight. So I hope Cat's ready for that as well. I think basketball wise, it could easily work for the Knicks to where they could take down those dirty, disgusting, filthy, stupid, silly Celtics.
Hey, hey, well, hold on. I could
You
tell
know
you
what
this. I don't mean to interrupt you, but Thibodeau and Cat.
it's gonna be
Maybe I'm just tripping because um, those corner threes, all those long shots, Thibodeau's offense, Cat, your big ass would be right in that goddamn key. Okay, which
yeah,
I am finally excited to see, Jay. Finally,
hell
we get
yeah,
a coach that's going to say, no, Cat, you can, right. How can you say you can get the ball rolling with your open shots? I'm not telling you not to take open shots, but damn it,
right,
we want to see your big ass get down there. And if you don't, I'm not saying power somebody, but at least show some finesse, man. We want to see you. We're tired of these big men out there shooting 100 and 200 threes a game a year. So I think Thibodeau would open up Cat's game better by him being
yeah,
his coach, because he's not going to be allowing all of these just a green
yeah,
light. That's out.
yeah.
That's
No,
out.
I definitely think Thibodeau's he's the type to shoot it to you straight.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, either Cat's gonna feel it or he's not gonna feel it, and we're gonna see how it works out.
Oh,
Basketball
but
wise, it should work. Personality wise,
okay.
it's gonna be interesting for the
Jay,
Knicks.
I got a question though. See, I said Thibodeau's not going to allow it, but damn it, I just thought about it. Does Cat have a personality like Randall? Because it seems like Randall has a green light. He had the green light, so let me
Randall
take
did
that
have,
back.
he had a green light. That's true.
Know if Thibodeau was really welcoming that, but now you go from a green light with Randall to a better shooter. So this will be
Yeah,
interesting for the Knicks. Very interesting.
yeah, it should be interesting.
Right.
Okay.
Look. So we got about maybe 15 minutes left. So we got to quickly get into. We're not gonna be able to do the week 2 NFL picks, but quickly, Dikembe Mutombo died.
What?
Uh,
We gotta do the
you
picks.
didn't
We got
know?
to do the picks, man.
We could go really
Well, we got to
fast.
hurry up then, bro. Look, Dikembe Mutombo died. I'll
Rest
give
in
each
peace.
person 1 minute to share their memories of Dikembe. For me, I always thought that he was basically of that. Like he was, because Bill Russell. I said that Bill Russell is the greatest. The greatest center, obviously, who never averaged 20 points a game. Right. I would say Mutombo was second as far as impact goes. Consistently. Bill Walton only had a few years of prime play. But then like as far as the Mutombo mold, I would say it was had like DeAndre Jordan, Marcus Camby.
Ooh, yeah.
There's
Hmm.
somebody else that I'm Tyson
Did
Chandler,
Yao
right?
Ming average 20? Yao Ming averaged more
Yeah,
than
Yao
20?
Ming averaged 20.
Okay.
But I would say that Dikembe, out of those, like, he was the greatest of that mold of center, and he was also obviously a great guy, a great character with the shot blocking and the finger wagging and the deep voice and all that. So for sure, man, rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo, a giant of the game of basketball.
Okay.
Mitch,
Well, let me go first, Mitch, because I
go
know you
ahead.
probably have a more in deep. But yeah, um, he was one of those guys back when we were kids. He was one of those figures, like, that he stood out. His name, first off, Dikembe Mutombo, like that was like a bold thing back in the day. And how can I say, my favorite memories of Mutombo, besides the finger wag, was uh he was a good sport when he got dunked on, because it was like this, he had this persona that he never got dunked on. Like, he was impossible to dunk on. Dikembe, I remembered, it was like that was the thing back in the day. And then Jordan did it, and then a couple of other players did it, but once it started happening, he was a good sport about it. So my memories were all the people that were trying to, like, make it a thing to put inside their memorabilia, their memory, that they got a chance and they actually successful at dunking on Dikembe. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Selfishly, or maybe not, but I mean, uh, if it wasn't for Shaq and Kobe, it would have been really cool to see, the
Mm,
Mutombo and AI get that ring in Philly.
right.
Selfishly, I mean, I'm not too sad about it, but it would have been really cool to see them, because Dikembe was, he felt like one of those guys that you just kind of you really liked. I mean, everybody did the, you block a shot, you wag the finger,
Right.
back in our day, right? So it's just like, yeah, Dikembe, man, yeah, R.I.P. to Dikembe Mutombo, definitely
Hey,
one of the absolute greats of our game, for sure, 100%, no doubt about it.
hey,
Great for the
Jay.
game, but also great personalities too.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
commercials he did. Remember, he had
Oh
commercials and
yeah.
shit. Hey, but Jay, good point that you made quickly about about his chances of winning the title. If the Lakers were not in the championship, I mean,
That was
who beat
theirs.
who beats that Sixer team? What do you want? You mean to tell
Nobody.
me the Trailblazers, the
No,
Kings? I
no.
no no no.
AI would have been, so yeah, if it wasn't for Shaq and Kobe, Matumbo and AI would have had that ring for sure.
Okay.
It
All right.
was, I mean, that was the 16-1. So it was just our time. And no, I don't think any other team would have got that one off of us. It would have been 16-0.
Right,
Well,
right,
15
right.
and
Any other
0
team
back
but the
then.
Sixers.
But yeah, man, rest in peace to the great Dikembe Mutombo, as I said, a giant on and off the court. Uh, look, so we got about what, like 10 minutes left. Um, RIP to John Amos too, and Pete Rose. I don't want to forget about that.
Yeah,
Pete Rose, baseball did a great disservice to him and to the game by not putting him in the Hall of Fame while he was alive.
crazy. Yeah.
So,
Real quick, do you
all-time
think they'll
Hero
do
too.
it? Do you think they'll do it now?
I
That'll
don't
be
know. They might be
fucked up,
so
huh?
if they've been that stubborn this long, they probably
Yeah,
won't.
you're right. It'll
Hmm.
be
Um,
almost a slap in the face if they do it now, huh?
exactly. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. So
that'd be fucked up. Actually, never
yeah,
mind.
it will be.
I don't know, but I
It's
don't know what's more fucked up, the slap in the face of them not, of them doing it, or just the continued slap in the face of them not doing it.
and what's weird is that somebody posted a picture where he was with his old teammates from the Reds. Yet the same day he died, and died later that day. They were
Damn,
like signing baseball cards or something. So it's just
damn.
funny how life works. He was 83, so rest in peace to him. Rest
Yep.
in peace. John Amos died at 84. Pete Rose at 83. Dikembe at 58. Far too soon.
Yeah, damn,
Okay,
crazy.
so
Right, right.
look, at the end here, I want to start with Vito because the Cowboys. We haven't gotten Vito's thoughts on the Cowboys. I don't think since the season started. Right now they're 2-2. Let me give you a few minutes, Vito, to say your piece on the Cowboys. If you have anything to say, uh, this is your time to say it.
Jason, what the fuck is so funny, man? Like for real, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. It's
God
just
damn, man. Fuck.
I don't know, man.
Fuck, man.
I don't I don't know, man. It's just the way he said it, man. He's just, just go
Speak
crazy on
now or
it.
forever hold your peace.
Well, the positive thing I can say about the Cowboys is I'm so glad that we're getting all of this horrible, mediocre, just we're getting it out the way because I'm sick and tired of putting so much emphasis and I pay so much attention and I pump myself up all week for the Cowboys. And remember, football is only once a week, twice a week if you're a college fan. So it's like, dude, the build up for the football season, the build up for the week of football, the build up for the game. All the past few years, the beginning of the seasons for me have been like an all-time high. I mean, the Cowboys have come out the last few seasons balling, and now we're just we're not frauds, but we're mediocre. We're mediocre, and I'm glad that we're getting it out early so that when hopefully we do start to gel because we do have the pieces. Hopefully, later down the line, we don't have we turn this bad September, bad early October into a great push for December. That's all I'm asking, man. Because right now, you got the Vikings looking good, and we just simply look bad.
Right, man.
What's going on with the? So I mean, your running game is suspect. Let's be honest. So I
Well,
mean,
we
what's up?
don't
What's
we
up
don't
with
have a
y'all?
running
You
game.
got Dalvin Cook. What's up? What's the latest on Dalvin Cook? Because I don't follow y'all like that. But so I mean, what's up with Dalvin Cook? Because in my mind, I think, listen, Dalvin Cook and Aaron Jones are the same age, right? And I feel like Dalvin Cook has a lot to give. So like Zeke hasn't looked great enough to like keep Dalvin Cook like in handcuffs. So what's up? Where's Dalvin Cook at? When's his time to shine?
Well, Rico Dowdle hasn't looked bad. If you have him on
No,
your fantasy team, geez, I mean that's different.
drop him
But
already.
he doesn't look bad. It's just um, our line isn't consistent. They haven't gelled, so I don't think Cook can come in. He look right now. We're probably averaging less than 3.5, 4 yards a carry. Not even four, nowhere near 4 yards a carry. So that's bottom of the
But
league. Bottom
that's
of the
what I'm
league.
saying. Like I feel like okay, so
But
like
that
Dowdle,
starts
yeah,
up
Dowdle
front
hasn't
too.
looked bad, but like
That starts up front, Jay, because they're getting pressure on Dak. They're getting pressure. I mean, Zeke gets the ball, he gets 1, 2 yards. I mean, you gotta give it up to the defenses, the D line. They're stepping up, but there's no blocking right now. No consistent run blocking. Period. So,
don't you think Dalvin Cook might have a better shot than Zeke right now?
um, if he does, he does. But I mean, the better shot to do what? To get 2 more extra yards?
Maybe.
I don't.
I just
It
feel
won't
like
be. It won't be the running
he's got
game.
more left in the tank than Zeke for
I
sure, hundred
understand
percent.
that. I understand that, but this year, for right now, the running game will be a weakness right now. It is just be will be bottom of the ranking in the NFL when it comes to the rush. Period.
Y'all just so Dalvin Cook nowhere in sight, just unless
I hope. I mean, well, look, we'll see. It yet to be seen. But I'll tell you what these
crazy.
defense are doing right now. They are stacking the box and they are blitzing the fuck out of Dak, and it's just like, do it,
Do
beat
something.
us, because your rushing game won't.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
That's funny. Um,
Man.
how'd you feel
Oh,
about
I'll tell you this. Hold
CD?
on, Jay. I don't feel good about the Redskins. I don't feel good about them. Though,
Okay.
geez, Ja- that's
That's
all I'm gonna
kind of
Anything
like
say.
real deal?
when we were talking last week about
Jesus.
Andy Dalton, and I was saying, Andy Dalton, there's no NFL defense that he hasn't seen, right?
Right.
Dan Quinn, when I realized, I think I just realized like this week or last week that the Commanders had, the Redskins had hired Quinn. And it's like,
Jeez.
well, Dan Quinn has been there and done that and seen things, you know? So all these other teams are hiring these first-time head coaches who are young. I mean, Dan Quinn was up 28-3 on the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That obviously they collapsed, and it was one of the worst things we've ever seen. But that's saying something about his ability to coach a team. So he has this
Big
talented young
pickup.
quarterback who just won the Heisman Trophy. Dan Quinn
Yep.
knows how to coach football, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, the Commanders are looking good. I just think Daniels is
Yeah, looking good.
Hey,
special.
some look, it look. We know this. Certain players need certain coaches. Certain coaches
Yeah.
need certain players, and it just falls in line, man. And right now, you couldn't have a better coach, I guess, for the youngster than than Quinn, and he couldn't have a better offensive talent to complement his defensive prowess,
Yeah.
because he's a defensive coach to begin with. So it's like, wow, what a situation that the Redskins have down there in Landover, Maryland.
Right.
Commanders.
Excuse me.
Mitch, bro, I can only give you like maybe 2 minutes to talk about the Vikings. We talk about them every week, so it shouldn't be a
Why, dog? Why? They're undefeated. They're looking good. Why are we going to talk about this? Like, come on, Jay. Can I give the segment then? Can I talk about the Vikings?
You can go after me.
They look good. They look good.
Vikes look good. 4-0. Preseason I was thinking, I love to break the season into quarters. So 4 games.
Game manager.
So yeah, basically, I'm managing my mental health with that. But you can't just look at the season and be like, oh shit, okay. You really got to break the season into quarters, and I felt heading into looking at our schedule for the first 4 games, I was like, okay, I think we can be at least 3-1. I think 3-1, was like, I thought, okay, boom. So 4-0, we're ahead of the schedule right now, so that's good. Heading into our London game, which technically speaking, we are at home, which that sucks, which means we lose a home game kind of. But heading into London, I think we'll be able to handle our biz. The next 4 games for us, I mean, I'm gonna just like off top, I'll just say 3-1 again. So we're looking at 7-1 through 8 games, which I think that's really good. I don't know the schedule by heart. I'd have to look at it again to see who would even. But I think we get a game against the Lions, which I really want to win that game actually, because
Oh my God.
everybody's on the Lions nuts. But
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, man.
They're gonna
3-1,
destroy
3-1.
y'all. They're gonna whoop y'all ass.
We'll
All right,
see.
look. Mitch, I'm
We'll
sorry,
see.
bro.
3-1.
Green Bay
3-1
too.
is
Green
what
Bay
I'm.
gonna beat y'all motherfuckers too.
Hey,
We
look,
beat
we're out
them
of time.
already.
Mitch, I'm sorry, you got something you want to say to an old friend of ours?
Out of time. We didn't even do our picks yet, Antho.
No,
Right,
no
come on,
chance. No
Antho.
chance for the picks, bro.
Well,
We
look,
almost
why?
in an hour.
Rapid fire. Let's do this.
No.
Hurry up.
It's
What's your? Just give
seriously,
your
Mitch.
best bet of the week. Give your best
I
bet
don't
of the
have
week.
Mitch. You got to say goodbye
Mitch,
to her
hurry up. What's your
immediately.
best bet of the week, Mitch? Hurry up. Best
Antho.
bet of the week. You can pick the Vikings. Are
No,
the
I'm telling
Vikings
you,
your
we don't
best
have
bet?
enough time. It's
Are
almost
the
up. It's
Vikings
over.
your best bet of the week?
Antho, we got 30 seconds.
No,
Can
let's
you
do this.
answer
No,
the
it's
question,
over.
Jay? Are the
I'm just about to
Vikings
start.
your
I'm just about to
best
start bringing it
bet
out.
of the week?
I mean, that's an easy bet. I think.
Easy bet.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so before we get out of here, just a few
Listen, Shane
reminders.
Murray tried to
If you're
derail
watching
us with
this
his
on YouTube,
nonsense, defending
hit
Bronny
that
again.
subscribe button next
And
time.
what happened to
Sorry,
Herbert?
Herbert.
What happened to
We ran out
Herbert?
of time.
What happened to
Sorry,
If you
Herbert?
prefer the audio version, remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the show
You
on Apple
really think
Podcasts.
the Vikings are
The
your
show is
best bet
also
of
on
all
Anchor,
32 teams in the
Spotify,
NFL?
Google Podcasts,
Against the
Stitcher,
Jets, yes.
iHeartRadio, and
Oh
every other
my
major
God.
podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow the show on Twitter
You
and
think we're
Instagram
gonna
at
lose to the
TC
Jets
Pod
in
Network
London?
and the
Yes.
like.
Okay.
like it
Yes.
on Facebook. Just
What
search
about
Complete
Bucks
Lakers
Bucks
Podcast.
Falcons?
And finally, send feedback
What's
What
the
about
line?
Falcons?
and
What's
mailback
the line?
questions to
I don't know the
Complete
line.
Lakers Podcast
You going with the
at
Falcons?
gmail.com.
I'm gonna take the Falcons.
We
I'll go with the
are
Falcons too.
out.